Good morning, class. Welcome back to our online discussion. So we are now in lesson 9 and we will discuss about the e-commerce. So here are our expectations. After going through this lesson, you are expected to first, you will able to define the e-commerce. Second one, enumerate the advantages and disadvantages of e-commerce. And lastly, you will apply business principles, tools, and techniques in e-commerce. So before we will have our formal discussion, we will have a pretest first. First, or number one, it is the exchange of information or business transactions using any form of electronic communication. A. E-commerce. B. Online business. C. Digital market. Or letter D. Online economy. So the answer for number one is e-commerce. Number two, below are the advantages of online business transactions, except A. Easy to pay. B. Opens 24 hours or 7 days a week. C. More product selection. Or letter D. None of the above. So the answer for number two is A. Easy to pay. Number three, below are the disadvantages. Okay, for number three, this disadvantage. For number two, that is advantage. So number three, below are the disadvantages of online business transactions, except A. Customer service. B. Instant satisfaction. C. Product check. Or letter D. None of the above. The answer for number three is letter D. None of the above. Number four, e-commerce operates in the following market segments, except A. Business to business. B. Business to consumer. C. Consumer to consumer. Or letter D. None of the above. So the answer for number four is letter D. None of the above. And last number five, it is the top online product spent by Filipinos in 2019. A. Fashion and beauty. B. Electronics. Letter C. Food. Or letter D. Furniture. So the answer for number 5 is letter B. Electronics, not fashion and beauty. So now let's proceed to our lesson. So we'll discuss first about the e-commerce. The e-commerce means electronic commerce or e-commerce. It is the exchange of information or business transaction using any form of electronic communication. So e-commerce operates in all four of the following major market segments. So there are four major market segments in e-commerce. Number one, business to business. Again, the e-commerce, it is the exchange of information or any business transaction using any form of electronic communications or online. So for example, there's a business who communicate or exchange information to other business. So that is one of the market segment, business to business. Number two is business to consumer, to the end user, from business to the end user or consumer. The third one is consumer to consumer. There's also a transaction or exchange of information from consumer to other consumer. And lastly, the consumer to the business. So these four are the major or basic market segments in e-commerce. So let's proceed. E-commerce is facilitated through the use of electronic devices. Again, this is not a face-to-face or actual exchange of information or any business transactions. It is a online or through electronics. So again, e-commerce is facilitated through the use of electronic devices such as computers, tablets, just like this one, laptops, just like this one, or smartphones. So by using these electronics, we can able to exchange information or have some business transaction. So it is a so like a digital version of mail order catalog shopping. I don't know if you are able to encounter this one, mail order catalog shopping, that is used many years ago. So with the e-commerce, businesses may establish a wider market presence by providing cheaper and more efficient distribution channels for their products or services. So there are many physical stores that they improved their business. So they uploaded their products and services in online to spread more or to catch up more consumer or buyer. So it is a advantage, especially today that we are in the electronic, more on electronic or emphasizes more on technology. So as we can observe, the business now is evolving. So we need also to follow the trends so that our business will boom. So now we will discuss about the advantage, okay, and the disadvantage of e-commerce. So we always hear about the advantages of e-commerce, but there is also a disadvantage of the e-commerce. So we will discuss it right now. First, we will discuss about the advantage of e-commerce. Number one, the advantage of e-commerce, it is convenience. So you should no need to go to the physical store to purchase any products. You just click on the products that you wanted, just like in Lazada or Shopee. So it is very convenient. Okay, no need to go to the physical store. So the e-commerce can operate 24 hours a day or 7 days a week. You'll just click on the products that you want to purchase. No need to go to the physical store. And then usually the physical store will open at 8 a.m. and then it will close at 5 p.m. But using the e-commerce or electronic devices, we can able to purchase any products that we desire. So they will operate 24 hours a day and 7 days a week. And another advantage of e-commerce is increased selection. So many stores offer a wider array of products through online than they carry in their bricks and mortar counterparts. As you can also observe here in the Philippines, if we will purchase some products through online in Lazada or Shopee, we have many selection. There are many products that we can have a chance to choose the best products that we want. Not like with the physical store, for example, if we will go to Tagbilaran City, in Altoras Mall, in BQ, there are only limited products available. But through e-commerce or online business transactions, we have a lot of choices. So it will increase our selection. So these are the advantages of e-commerce. It is convenient and at the same time it will increase the selection. So we have a lot of options. Now, though the e-commerce has a advantage, but there is also a disadvantage of e-commerce. Number one, it is limited customer service. So if you are going to buy a computer online, you cannot simply ask an employee to demonstrate a particular model's features in person. So there is a limited customer service. Not like in the physical store, you can talk to the customer agent. You can have the chance to ask the customer service to operate or to demonstrate, for example, if it is a device or computer or laptop. But in the e-commerce, there is a limited customer service. So this is the disadvantage. And the another other one is lack of instant gratification. So when you buy an item online, you must wait for it to be shipped to your home or office. Not like in the physical store, if you are going to the mall, if you will buy, for example, a shoes. After you select the shoes that you want, you can go to the cashier and then you will pay and then you can bring the shoes right away. But if through e-commerce, through online shopping, you will wait for the products to be shipped. Okay, so it will delay the gratification. And then the third one is inability to touch the products. So this is the common problem of the online shopping. We can only see, for example, the video or the picture of the products. One of the struggles of the online shopper, for example, they will purchase the size of the shoes or t-shirt, though they know that they are small or medium, but it will differ to the different kinds of model or brand. So that is the advantage. So it will not fit to your, for example, your feet or your body, for example, if you will buy a t-shirt. So the disadvantage is it is inability to touch the product. So online images do not necessarily convey the whole story about an item, especially the quality of the materials. Sometimes we can say that the particular products through pictures it is nice, but if we touch the products, we can able to determine if the quality of the product is good or bad. And so the e-commerce purchases can be unsatisfying when the products received do not match consumers' expectations. So we have the common phrases like expectations versus reality. We can see to the pictures or images that it is nice, but once we handle the products, it does not meet our expectation. So these are the disadvantage of the e-commerce. Now we will discuss about the e-commerce in the Philippines. So e-commerce accounts for the USD or US dollars. We have 1.3 trillion of the world's economy through e-commerce. So it allows local businesses to broaden their markets that will beyond Philippine shores. So personal e-commerce can easily be achieved by Filipino through any of the numerous buys and sales sites currently available, while businesses can set up their e-commerce facility using their website. So one of the common or known shopping center online shop is the Shopee and Lazada. So these businesses they offer or they put their products in their website and the consumer or the customer will just click or search on the search bar of the particular products that they want to purchase. And then for the minor business owner, online minor business owner, if they have no website, they can have the Facebook page and they will upload the pictures of their products and then the customer can able to view the available products and then they will have a business transactions. So it is very common. And then with the global pandemic, there is an increase in the demand for e-commerce in the Philippines. Especially we are hindered to travel or to have a face-to-face because we need to follow the regulations regarding health. So while the younger population embrace online shopping, the need for social distancing has pushed the cash-centric and face-to-face shopping culture towards a more digital one, and this is expected to continue. In our days, we can observe that we have less using the cash itself to purchase some products and services. That's why we have if, for example, if we will buy some products or services instead of giving the cash, we use the bank transfer, or also known as, we also have the GCash or PayMaya. So that is an example of the e-commerce. There's a business transaction through electronics. So I think and I believe that you will also agree with me that through pandemic there are many younger generation who embraces the online shopping. So the Filipino embraces the likely business mindset that we able to sell our products and services through online. So what is lacking is the proper digital and logistics infrastructure to truly enable a digital economy. So there is a need to upgrade the bandwidth capacity to service the online market. I believe through the global pandemic, this is the go signal. It triggers the mindset of the many people, especially the younger generations, to adopt the online shopping, not just focusing on the physical store, but uploading their products and services or finding some consumers through online, through social media. So Filipinos are prolific users of social media. It estimates this year show that there are 76 million active social media users from the Philippines. Imagine 76 million active social media users. So of this number, 75 million are on Facebook and 20 million, 12 million on Twitter and 4 million are LinkedIn users. There is a good reason to be optimistic about e-commerce growth in the Philippines. So Filipinos are really fan of using the social media. So, for example, according to the study of Kim and Moe in 2019, they released a study about the e-commerce in the Philippines. So according to their report, Filipinos spend a total of $4.7 billion on online purchases in 2018, with more than three quarters of this amount, the 3.5 billion. So going to online travel for purchases. So online consumer, like good purchases, total just 840 million in 2018, with the electronics and the physical media account for the greatest share with this total. Again, the physical media account for the greatest, electronics and physical media accounting for the greatest share with this total. So Filipinos are really fond of using social media, and they use the electronics or the technology and have the exchange of information or any business transaction. So the market for digital media products in the Philippines is particularly small, with the country's internet users spending just for example $286 million across video games, just video games alone. Or we also have video on demand services like the common here, the Netflix. We also have digital music streaming and downloads. So if you will download some music stream or video or music or any movie, for example in Netflix, it needs the amount e-cash. So you need to purchase or to buy in order to have this kind of copy. So the average Filipino e-commerce shopper spent $18 on online consumer goods purchase in 2018. Although it is worth stressing that this figure doesn't include travel related purchases or spent on digital media. So it ends our discussion about the e-commerce. I hope that you have learned something. And then for the valuing, we need to reflect on this. If we are the business owner, we need to think always that always we need to deliver more than what is expected. So this quote is according to Larry Page. Again, if we are going to become a businessman or businesswoman, We need to think that we need to always deliver more than the expectation of the customer. Thank you and see you in the next video. Bye bye.